The world of gaming insiders is so funny to me because there's so many of them that are just like blatantly not legitimately insiders, but we take them seriously anyways. They'll be wrong on like 99% of the things that they post on Twitter, but then eventually they'll get one thing correct, and the one thing they got correct was either previously leaked by someone else, or it's just something that everybody should have been able to put together by just observing. That's not to say all gaming insiders are a bunch of fakes, but there's definitely a whole bunch of fakes that I don't understand why people take seriously. And on a completely unrelated note, how about this post by Detective Seeds? Detective Seeds is one of my favorite fake insiders because this dude is wrong like 99% of the time, or he's just putting out speculation that's being portrayed as a leak when it comes true, and his speculation is like the most obvious thing imaginable. And a perfect example of that happened the other day, and people's reactions to it were funny. So I'm gonna make a video talking about people's reactions to this leak. Whether or not the leak is true is kind of irrelevant. I just like throwing shade at fake leakers. But Detective Siege's most recent amazing leak is this, quote, PlayStation to PC ports will begin coming faster going forward. 6 months is the new aim, and PC is the targeted platform to port to. Whoa, you're telling me that PlayStation is going to continue putting games on PC after they go to PlayStation? And you're telling me that the window from PS5 launch to PC launch is going to get smaller? So everything is going to continue going the way that it's been going? Wow, what an incredible leak this is. I also like this response from GameLog IQ. It says, who's doing the work? And Detective Seed says, I only know of Nixxes right now. So the big amazing leak from the super informed leaker is that PlayStation is going to continue making PC ports. They're going to start coming to PC faster. And the studio that they own with the explicit purpose of doing PC ports is going to do PC ports. What an amazing industry detective you are. How could we possibly have known any of this if you hadn't told us? But look, regardless of how you feel about Detective Seeds, regardless of whether or not you think I'm being too harsh on the guy, I just want to read through people's responses to this tweet because this is the most obvious thing imaginable. PlayStation has been porting to PC for years. The window from PlayStation launch to PC port has been getting smaller for years. This is not new information. Anyone who's been paying attention even a little bit knew this is where things were headed, regardless of whether or not someone wants to portray it as a leak or as news. But you know me, and you know I like getting a hoot out of people losing their minds over games going to PC, so we're just going to read through some of the responses to this posts because they're hysterical to me. I don't know why people are still mad about this. And I think the fact this is such a non-issue, like such a nothing burger story, just makes the responses even funnier because there's some people in the replies losing their shit over this. And it's like, how did you not see this coming? First of all, how have you not made peace with this? Second of all, and how are you hurt by this at all? Third of all, PlayStation gets more money to make more games and more people get to play the games that you allegedly like so much. Like literally, who is hurt by this other than people who walk around with Sony cocks up their ass? Okay, anyways, reply time. Let's start out with JayTech TV, who, update, no, has not been banned for sending out false DMCAs. Thanks, YouTube. He quote tweets Detective Seeds and says, red alert, Sony is getting close to day and date for PlayStation first-party exclusive releases. I hope I'm wrong, but I've already done the research, so it's very unlikely that they will make more money if they shorten the release time of games going to PC. Then he attaches a screenshot of allegedly the research he's done, which I love when people do this. It's like, look, I've done the research. Then they post a screenshot of their conclusion. It's like, well, how'd you get there? What numbers did you plug in to get that? But also, it's unlikely they'll make more money if they shorten the release time. It's unlikely that they will make more money if they shorten the release time. So if they include PC gamers in the initial hype campaign, if they eliminate the possibility of PC gamers getting stories spoiled for them, if they include PC in the marketing, if they're charging more for the games since they're releasing them at the release time instead of waiting and selling them at a discount, you think it is unlikely that they will make more money. Jay, even for you, this is dumb. If it was unlikely that Sony would make more money by shortening the window between a PS5 release and a PC release, if it's unlikely that they would be making more money by doing that, why do they keep doing that? The window keeps getting shorter. If making the window shorter is unlikely to make them more money, why do they keep doing that? ReforgeGaming says if the source at Nixxes claiming this is correct, it is a direct threat to the quality of said PC ports. One of the fastest was Spider-Man 2 and it had quality issues at launch. This decision makes no sense unless they want to keep porting subpar PC ports. Okay, first of all, Spider-Man 2 was the first time Nixxes had really dropped the ball with a PC port. Like, Nixxes has been extremely consistent with their PC ports. Spider-Man 2 was clearly an outlier. Also, Spider-Man 2 had serious technical issues on the PS5 as well, so it's entirely possible this game was just a spaghetti-coated mess from the start. Like, I'm not a game developer, but I don't find it at all coincidental that this game was a technical hiccup on the console, and then also a technical hiccup on the PC, despite being worked on by competent teams with consistent track records. But second of all, bigger issue here, Reforge, you do know that the gap between a PS5 release and a PC release does not necessarily represent the development time, right? Like, you are aware of the fact that the game doesn't have to be completely finished in order for work on the PC version to begin, right? Because there's this crazy new development technique in the AAA sphere, maybe you've heard of it, it's called multi-platform game development, and it allows a studio to work on two versions of a game at the same time. I understand if this is too complicated for you to comprehend, but the time between PS5 release and PC release, that's not the PC development window. You can't possibly be this stupid. Luigi says once again, fuck PlayStation. They don't care about their console players. I love this mindset. It's like, oh, the game's going to PC because they don't care about their console players. It's like nothing's changed for you. You still get the games. If anything, PlayStation gets more funding to make more games, right? But also, at the same time, when's the last time they did give a shit about their console players? Like, how did they show that they give a shit about their console players? I would imagine that they show that by, releasing high quality exclusive games, not overcharging you for things you shouldn't have to pay for in the first place, like your own multiplayer connection, not overcharging you for hardware, not over-promising on what the hardware can actually do. I think if they were, going against those things, then it would be appropriate to say they don't care about their console players, but you guys didn't really have anything to say about that when they were doing all of those things for the past however many years. It's only now, when they start bringing some of their games to PC, now they don't care about console players. They've been dropping the ball with exclusive games. They've been dropping the ball with supporting their online ecosystem. They've been dropping the ball with charging you fair prices for their products. Those are all fine, but then they start bringing games to PC because PC players weren't going to buy a PS5 in the first place, and now they don't care about their console players. If this is how you look at things, why are you even on PlayStation at all? Joel Garcia says Spider-Man 2 took approximately 15 months, the fastest one to get ported, to get its PC port, and that was a buggy, maybe even broken mess at launch, and somehow if you're to believe Nixxes with 97 employees is going to shrink that time frame to 6 months. Again, you guys know that you can work on two versions of a game at the same time, right? You do know that a lot of publishers, most publishers, have multiple versions of a game going at the same time. Just because the game isn't released on one console doesn't mean development at an entirely different studio can't start, even if it was the same studio. Like, you do know it's possible to make two versions of the same game at the same time. Like, how have you guys been so conditioned to caring this much about exclusives that the concept of multi-platform development is just unfathomable to you? Like, what? Nib writes a fucking essay, because of course he does. Detective Seed states a source at Nixxes has informed him PlayStation games, which also, I love that Nib tries to portray himself as like an awesome, authoritative source on inside and like all this inside stuff going on in gaming. He super understands the industry, but also is taking Detective fucking Seeds at face value. Like, really? He says they'll be going to PC in 6 months in the future instead of the typical 2 years. First of all, 2 years has not been typical. The 2-year cycle has already been broken. Second of all, he says targeting 6 months. Which, I mean, that was Detective Seeds giving himself the wiggle room, because he's not a legit source. The target is 6 months. He's not promising 6 months. That's how he gets around the future criticism of a game coming out in like 9 months or 10 months. And he can be like, oh, I said target 6. They probably got delayed. Quote, if true, I feel this is so close to the PS5 release, it may start to cannibalize console hardware market share and sales in place of PC, the way Xbox has seen. It will likely also curb the incentive for PC gamers to buy a secondary PS5 or PSX system if they get tired of waiting for potential PlayStation releases, which PlayStation execs tell us takes place, as that window would now be so short. Nib, The whole reason they're porting games to PC is because there are a lot of PC gamers who aren't buying a PlayStation regardless of what PlayStation does. I feel like it's going to curb the incentive of PC gamers to get a secondary console. A lot of PC gamers already aren't doing that. That's the whole reason they're expanding to the PC. I also wonder if this much closer cadence will maintain exclusives being designed from the ground up solely for PlayStation consoles and only later ported to PC, thus not impacting ground up exclusivity design benefits, or if instead porting work eats into PS5 development. Couple things. First of all, Detective Seeds literally said that he's heard Nixxes is doing the ports, which means it would not impact ground up exclusivity design because it's a different studio doing the port. If you choose to take a fake leaker at face value, at least read the fucking words he's writing. But also, what exclusivity design benefits? Like what? Like what? I'm worried that, if they start speeding up PC ports, that might impact the exclusive benefits of designing just for PS5. Like what? What about game design is exclusive to PS5? What about any of these games has to be designed exclusively for PS5? Literally name one thing. One singular thing that is exclusive to a game's design when it's being designed for PS5 over another platform, or designed exclusively for PS5 versus PS5 and PC. Name one fucking thing, Nib. You cannot do that, Nib, because there is nothing, Nib. Play4 Index says that turned out quite nicely for Xbox, didn't it? Shrug. Yes. Yes, it did, actually. Xbox console sales weren't doing so hot. They pivoted their strategy for games to include other platforms, and they made a bunch of the money back, and now they're selling gangbusters on multiple platforms while also still selling some consoles and console games. Like, how is that not turning out nicely? One more. Maxwell Quevedo says, Seeds, if this was a guy from Nixxes, tell him to tell PlayStation leadership to push back against this, and that the sentiment on the majority of PlayStation users is if they do this, we completely abandon the platform and will migrate to PC. Several things wrong here. First of all, why would Nixxes push back against PlayStation leadership when PlayStation leadership is giving them a job? Why would they do that? PlayStation's coming to Nixxes and allegedly and being like, hey, we got more work for you guys to do. We're putting more responsibility on you guys and giving you guys more opportunities. Why would Nixxes then be like, yeah, but what about the PS5 players? Like, what the fuck does that, what? But also, bigger problem here, you guys are just telling on yourselves. If the games go to PC, you're going to leave the PlayStation entirely. Okay, so why are you on PlayStation now? If PlayStation has nothing to offer you other than timed exclusivity, and if the timed exclusivity, the timing window gets shorter, that's enough for you to leave the platform altogether, you are telling on yourself. You do not benefit from owning that platform over a different platform. The only reason you're on this platform is because it's holding games hostage. There is no benefit to having it otherwise, by your own admission, so why are you there now? This is why exclusives are anti-consumer at their core. You are telling on yourself. If the exclusive games were on other platforms, not even that the exclusive games weren't on PlayStation, just if they're on PlayStation and somewhere else, you would go somewhere else because the games are all that that platform has, because the platform itself is not good. Why did you buy it? Oh, you bought it for the exclusive games? Great. That is anti-consumer. Stop supporting it. I can't believe you. I can't believe you people. I can't believe you people. You guys are insane. Okay, I'm gonna do the Doofus Club now. My throat is on fire. I'm trying to record a bunch of videos because I'm going out of town. I'm going on my anniversary trip. But fuck me, this is insane. You guys are so lame. You're so lame. Why do you care so much? And not only why do you care so much, how did you not see this coming? The writing has been on the wall, in front of you, for years now. They've been telling you to your face they were going to do this. But now when a leaker is like, guys, I think they're doing this, you're like, why are they doing this? Like, fuck You guys are so lame. Okay, Doofus Club time. Fquapala, Showbiz, NCNA, Chris Void, Vastinus, I always laugh at that one. Dennis! Joe, I can't find the jet ski in the moat. Please help. Gaming with Dead People, Biscuit 1101, Vendetta, Audrey, Blacks, Killer V2 Gaming, Celerot, Muskie, Kyle War 789, and Omega Big Fudge, Devastator 2000, Dirk, Hardpeck, One Man Savage, I'd beat with the fucking pistol grip, Wings of Redemption, Club to Penguin, to Judge 06, Moltheme, the Beastums, Evan Co, Really Zerd, Oracle, Return of the King, Bears Upside Down, Pedro Pascal's Left Hand, Nate, Blast 1314, Jimmy Chops, I'm married to PC Gamer, apologize to your wife, Joe, Michael Musio, Master Killer, Firestorm 2056, Miniatures, Papa Giorno, Tom, Schnorlaxon, Bubic Puber, Bubic Putter. What the fuck? Unknown 186718, Kevdog 1992, Zombie Killer 5072, Official Dregs, Monica, Erica, Rita, Tina, Sandra, Mary, Jessica's Lover, Bear Brain 8504, Grimsy, Ed, Shadow Bear 1789, the one that's completely blank, and I don't know how you did that, Kyushka, Unicorn Rocker, Bender Fondue, I help, Step Joe, I'm stuck in the moat. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. Wings, T-Train, Rising Earth, Sense, Nikage, and Honorable Law. I lied. I didn't forget to change my name. Partial Mean 8, Volks, Auto, Codman 4372WX. I need a stupid name for Joe to read out loud for everyone to see. Go Pyric, Alderoth 01. Shitty Titties, I ran my wood in your biddies. Doug Migsy Smile, Snake Eyes 327. I changed my name back to Game of Word 72. MK2396E, Henthix, Maka Gamma, Elite, Fire Hazard 105, Ras the Wolf, OK Toodles, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, Collective Stick Up Bum, Joe Trap Me in the Moat, hashtag ban JayTech TV, Gay local adult with autism, PC Gamer, Dennis, Pope Raphael the Rat King, Jessica Shepherd, Ricky Spell, Ricky Dabby. We need to sign a petition for a second mode. It needs company. Group of the Steel Angel. I will find JayTech and live in his walls until his PS5 dies. Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron Von Vaderham, Cyrus 6771. Don't call me a doofus. It hurts my feelings. You check 940. You haven't helped him out of the moat, Joe, and you are laughing. Creed Warrior 23, Max Chev, Simon Lee the Chap, Totally Insane, Black Cobra, the Inwa Slayer, Nutter Cyber, ML04, Iron 6 Comics, Eclipse 2006 on Blu-ray, Wolf of Midnight, Sig Rider, Pygmy, Nisty, Wood Studios, Film Cracken, Ohm Gaming, Tariq Brown, Thorns, Cade, Magnex, Severin, Evans, Responding on 3, the Catalina, African Y, Makes it Pop Pow, I Topple, Donnie Weston, Nick Max on Twitch, coming, y'all. Gob Godson, Rogue Winter 19, Bobby Henry, Kenny Kitten Fanny, Hangman for Hire, Elden Noble, Frost Crystal, By Justice, In Action, Play Up, Bingus, 97, Mega Keys, Scrappy Go, Ghost Ho, Ryusagi, Vasco, Raptor, Sam, Upper Steph 94, Blue Hook, Film Tip, JayTech TV should get Venom's 9 inches, Jody Breeze, Smitty, Roger Man Jensen, the advertisement, Diego Garcia, JayTech, Emma Kibikins, I'm Reckon Idiot, Harmon Smith at the Chin, Oh No, It's Justin, Rand Wui, Tinu Win, Extreme Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, Negative Creep, Joe Taco, Poop P, Bang Cat, Chicken Tucker Mom, Mega 182, Wannabe Hobo, Jidge, Westside Bill, 310 Char, Rob C, Veg, Groove Nina, Curtin Alzak, the Scrum Master, Jet Ski, it's actually a Jote Ski. I'm back now. I ran away. I ran away on my jet ski and now I'm back. Okay, toodles.